We talked about everything. Now we are going to understand the IVF, the surrogacy, and many more. But let's give you a blooper. The blooper here is that we will learn about the plant structure and thing soon, and their fertilization and many more. There are a lot of the things that are in the life process in living organism part 2. There are a lot of things. So first understand this, that is what is IVF and what is many more. So we are going to understand it right now. IVF is nothing more in vitro fertilization. So let's understand the term over here. Vitro means a petri dish, and fertilization we all know, the formation of zygote with the union of male and female gametes. That's the fertilization. So what is IVF? Is the fertilization within a petri dish. Now, how does this concept occur? To take the sperm out of the male, to take out the oocyte, which is a highly sensitive procedure, injecting the needle inside the woman's uterus and getting the oocytes out. And it is very, very precisely done, and an expert is required for this purpose. The oocytes are taken out, sperms are taken out. Now they are going to be fertilized. So the sperms are going to be taken into a syringe, and they are going to be, that is going to taken into a needle. They are going to be injected into the oocytes. Now after being injected, the fertilization occur because it is nothing but fertilization, union of male and female gametes, right? So they are not doing nothing more, nothing less than fertilization. So now fertilization here is occurring, and after fertilization occur, lots of embryo occur because not only one sperm and one oocyte is taken, a lot of oocyte and a lot of sperms are taken. So lot of fertilization also occurs here, and during that phase, what happens? The embryos are formed. Many embryos get also formed from one due to their mitotic division because when nature is not present to conserve you and you're doing things artificially, then lots of bloopers occur, and that what occurs here. The lots of division into the embryo also occur. So this also lead to formation of twins, but it is not how actual twins are formed. We will get to that soon. But now what happens? The oocytes are here and the sperms are here. The embryos are also here. Now the embryos are going to be taken into a syringe. They are going to be placed back into the uterus, and the epididymis, that is into the male, but the endometrium, which with the help of various chemicals and the hormones is now in the perfect condition for the implantation of the embryo. So the embryos are released. I said embryos, not only embryo, because many embryos are produced and they are injected because a lot of embryos fail at that point. So some embryos need to be ejected more. So more embryos are ejected and twins are formed here as well, but not actual ones. And then some embryo would die because they are not performed in nature, but some would live, and that's how the one which are having problems inside their uterus and some problem with the menstrual cycle and many more, those people could also have children's. And because in the sperm, as I told, there is inconsistency in nature, not inconsistency in partial time, but inconsistency in the formation of regular interval. So lots of time the sperms are not produced in enough quantity. There is differentiation, or there is a misshape in the formation of sperms and many more. So to overcome that, this is the technology which is developed. Now the embryos are implanted once again. The woman will now be impregnated, and they would now have a perfect baby. This is the process of IVF, and it is not only in humans, but it is also performed in animals and many more. The clone ship is produced with the same function, beside being the change in the DNA, but it is also the embryos and the sperm, that is the nucleus. Inside that, whenever the clone was being formed, only the nucleus of the cell was taken. So the whole sperms were not taken, only the nucleus of the cell and the oocyte were taken, and they were mixturized, leading to fertilization, and new ones were formed. So this is IVF. IVF has its many perks, and IVF is a crazy technology. Similarly to IVF is surrogacy. We will learn about surrogacy in the upcoming video. Thank you.